And our next speaker, I call to the podium, Spresa Delija. She is the professor of English, faculty of foreign languages, Tirana University, Albania. She has a record of successful teaching and teacher training in Albania, Kosovo, and Macedonia. She has contributed in the Albanian reforms of education in Albania and has been teaching for about 44 years. The professor has been very active in pre-service and in-service student-teacher trainings. She has been the president of ELTA Albania English Language Association for 8 years and has organized more than 32 conferences in the country where around of 5,000 teachers have participated to exchange teaching experiences with one another. In 2014, ELTA Albania got the first HL Prize, House of London, among 157 associations in the world. Dr. Spresa Delija has been a member of the IATEFL UK and TESOL International, USA since 1994. She has been a member of the steering committee of the Professional Development Division at the TESOL International for 6 years. She is secretary of ESU, English Speaking Union in Albania, hence be in the jury of the public speaking competitions organized by ESU every year. Working with professionals worldwide has made her embrace the best teaching methods and apply them in Albanian classes. So with that, welcome to the stage, Professor.
Okay. Um, so good evening to every one of you. And I mean, it's a big opportunity to participate in this big symposium. And I would love to, to thank the organizers, especially Christina, who I've recently known her through a very short trip in Albania. And we participated in a art gallery where her sister, uses to live here in Albania, but not for long. Now to come to the point, I mean, my presentation is not as as professional as yours, because you are more professional than me on how to talk about peace, how to talk about emotions, and so on. But I'll do my best. How do I transmit all these qualities to my student teachers? Because I mean, as you mentioned above, I just prepare student teachers who are becoming teachers of English in my country. As you know, perhaps you don't know where Albania is, but Albania is in the southern part of Europe, and it's ridiculous to say that, but it is true that Albania is the most, poor country, in Europe. And anyhow, we have a beautiful place. Our country is gorgeous. Beautiful mountains and rivers and seas, lakes and people, nice people. But because of the bad policy, we are under this and being for a long time, for more than 47 years under the regime of Communist Party, we've been very, very poor. But in spite of that, we teachers or we professors at the university, we do our best to create good teachers and devoted teachers for the country. Because especially recently, we see with the opening of the doors of Europe and the world, because we know that the world is very small, we see that the tendency of the youngsters is to leave the country, which is, I feel very pity for that, because to leave this beautiful place, who is going to, to educate the little children in my country. So my dedication to my students is to tell them you have to trust your inner voice. Talk to yourself first. Bring everything that you see that goes around you to reflect. How are you going to leave this country? How are you going to leave, your parents, to leave your relatives, to leave your friends and this beautiful place? So once you trust your voice, and I'm sure that your voice is going to tell you that don't leave this country, but stay here, because the Albanian kids, the Albanian youth needs you. So you are the future of Albania, and you are going to bring change in Albania. So you have to trust your voice, because that is the voice that speaks out the truth that you feel inside yourself. Don't get disappointed of any of your head teachers, for example, when you are a fresh, educator in any kind of school, but just talk to yourself. Think of the benefits rather than, your your personal benefits, but the collective benefits. So just think of togetherness that one of the speakers just talked about previously. So we should, as educators, what I do with my students is to follow their heart and to trust themselves more, and not to get disappointed, and not to surrender, not to give up to their beautiful job. Teaching is an art, and as an art, you have to love that. And art, embodies a lot of good um, features in our life. So it gives us power, how to work, how to live, how to make, or how to bring changes in our country. But also, it also can influence our creative efforts in our work, how creative we should be. So I tell them not to get bored of your work, because I know teachers nowadays, not only in Albania, but everywhere where I travel, they are not, taking what they really do, and also what they really deserve for what they do. But also they should be passionate, because this is life. They should, again, listen to their inner voice, and to think for the perspectives of the country, for the perspectives of the teaching profession, or the development of this profession, which is very, very crucial in our country. So don't think of burnout, because I see teachers, old and young teachers in my country. They they feel fatigued and they feel tired, But as Cicero says, nobody can give you wiser advice than yourself. Listen to your inner voice, and find strengths in yourself. Find strengths, because God is in you and is helping you. So why not just embrace all together? Me as, an educator, with other educators that are in this panel, but also you as coaches, helping us um, just embracing, and also bringing changes, not only in our countries, but in the whole world, because the whole world needs people like you are. So thank you again, every one of you, bringing up brilliant ideas and embracing me. So I took some notes to show everything that I listened to this wonderful symposium, the first day and today, and I'm going to tell my students, so how people work in the world. This is what we should do, to work for our countries, to prosper them, and to make them very beautiful, and especially changing the mindset of our people. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Spresa. And I would love to acknowledge you and respect you because you are a woman and educator for 40, guys, 44 years in education. I'm 44, you work your whole life in education, so I acknowledge you for that. And I must say that Spresa is an absolutely brilliant teacher. Her students love her. She was very modest here. Yes, I know what you are saying about your country and about the community there. It needs a mindset change, but it will take a little bit of time. I grew up in a communist country, so I know what you are talking about, but I promise you, the young generation will get there with people like you, teachers like you, and you teach others how to be teachers, I'm absolutely sure that your community will thrive. So congratulations, Prasad. Thank you for making your voice heard. And thank you for being with us today. I love you.
And I want to say thank you also because you paved the way. And let me tell you, it will be very hard for us to meet the standard that you've set. And I applaud you for setting that standard nice and high because we can rise to the occasion. So, all those youth that you are planting a seed in, bravo, because they will bloom and flower. So, thank you again.
Thank you so much. Great pleasure to be among you, brilliant people.
Thank you.